what I want to talk about real quick, I want to talk about the 5 pillars of marketing. These 5 pillars are the foundation of your business. These 5 pillars are the pillars that you want to focus on. These 5 pillars are the pillars that you want to build out as over the course of your wholesaling business. So, and these are what you want to, people go, well, should I do Facebook ads? Well, no, you shouldn't do Facebook ads. Should I, do bandit signs? Yeah, you can if you're, if you have zero marketing budget whatsoever, you can do, or a small marketing budget, you can do bandit signs, but that's not part of the 5 pillars. So there are essentially 5 pillars to marketing, and that's what I want to talk about. So here's the deal. Here's the 5 pillars, and I'll tell you about each one of the pillars. So the first pillar of marketing is direct mail, right? And there's some components to the direct mail, understanding direct mail and how it works. So there's a group that's in our Billionaire Boardroom, and they have mastered 2 pillars. And last year they did $12 million in wholesale fees. $12 million in wholesale fees. They did 310 deals, and their average deal size was $42,000. So they had 2 pillars. They had direct mail. They're dropping 300,000 direct mail units a month. And then the 5th pillar is they're on TV, right? They're getting TV ads, which we can talk about. So the first pillar is direct mail. The second pillar is pay-per-click advertising. The third pillar is ringless voicemail, RVM, ringless voicemail, voice broadcasting, right? I kind of put that in one category. So that is, and then the 4th pillar is cold calling, actual cold calling. We have cold callers, cold calling. And the 5th pillar is TV. So if you had all 5 of those maxed out, I mean, you can, in a market, in any market, like say you're in Phoenix, I don't have all 5 of those completely, absolutely maxed out at all. I don't have the large enough team, but I'm working on it, right? We're hiring people, hiring sales guys. We're expanding each one of those channels completely, and building out each one of those. I can tell you we're maxed out in a couple. We're not maxed out in all of them. So if you can max out, and you're in a major MSA across the country, you're talking about anywhere 10, $5 to 10 to $15 million in wholesale commissions you can do in a year with a team of people maxing out these 5 channels. So the 5 channels again is direct mail, right? Direct mail is that's a pillar, a pillar of marketing. The second one is pay-per-click advertising. Now it doesn't have to be in this order. Third one is RVM, ringless voicemail, and voice broadcasting. The 4th one is cold calling, and the 5th one is TV. Now, ringless voicemail, voice broadcasting, and cold calling are the cheapest when it comes to cost per lead. Ringless voicemail, cold calling, voice broadcasting is the cheapest, and that is a great place to start, right? Great place to start. And I'll tell you about each one. I'll tell you kind of how we do it and what services. So when we start with direct mail, right? We want to start with there's 5 distressed lists that we want to target right out of the gate. What we want to do. The first is distress list is pre-foreclosure, and I talk about that. I talk about pre-foreclosure dominance, how to dominate the pre-foreclosure. So we got pre-foreclosure, we got property tax default, we've got vacant properties, we've got inherited properties, and we got probate properties. Those are the 5 distress list. When targeting direct mail, we want to talk about just distressed. Initially, when you're first starting into direct mail, you're not doing owner occupants, you're not doing non-owner occupants, you're doing just distressed lists when it comes to direct mail. What you're going to do is send them a street view postcard you can get from Yellow Letter HQ. Where you get the lists, you can get the vacant properties from flipmorehouses.com. You can get the pre-foreclosures from flipmorehouses.com. You can get the property tax default from ReboGateway.com. You can get the inheritance and the probate list from successordata.com. So those are the 5 distress lists. And what you do is you pull those every single month, pull them every month, and you mail them every single month, right? You pull them every single month and you mail them every single month. And because you pull them every month and mail them every month, you do that because the distress lists are so volatile, meaning they're so dynamic. They're ever changing and moving, and they're ever changing and moving because of time and circumstance. You got someone that's in distress and pre-foreclosure. Houses are coming off. Houses are being reinstated. Houses are selling. Houses are closing. Distress lists are very, very dynamic lists that you target. So with direct mail, right, you only target as starting the distress list. Then you move in, if you're going to scale, like the guys out of Washington, D.C. doing 300,000 mailers a month, they do distressed, but then also they move into the next level, which there's more people involved, but less, you're kind of fishing for distress versus actually knowing there's distress. And that is non-owner occupants. That's absentee owners. And the next one would be owner occupants, which would be just pretty much anybody who owns a house. And you can put certain criteria and filters. So most people getting started are not going to even move into the non-owner occupant. They're just going to focus on distressed initially. Now you got distressed, right? So you got direct mails, the first pillar of marketing, and you start with the 5 distress lists. If you don't know what to go back and listen to this video after it's done, then you pull that list every month and you mail that list every month, and you can send the Street View postcard from yellowlettermail.com. The second pillar is pay-per-click advertising. Pay-per-click advertising, this is how Google and Bing make money, right? There's a handful of keywords like we buy houses, we buy ugly houses, we buy sell house fast. You can hit other large brands like Open Door, OfferPad. Those are pay-per-click advertising keywords, and you can bid on those keywords. So for an example, I can show an ad for anybody in my market in Phoenix that types in we buy houses. So someone types in we buy houses, I can show my ad to anybody who types in the word in Google we buy houses. And what happens there, my ad will show at the top of the search results. They'll click the link and they can either hit a website and they'll hit the page and they'll either call me or they can convert into a lead. They put their name, email, information, property address, and stuff like that. That's pay-per-click advertising. And there's 2. You have Bing, which is the second largest, and Google, which is obviously the largest. Most of the traffic comes from Google. That can be literally a set and forget. You can set it up and you can forget it. So you set it up and you'll let it run, and what happens is leads are coming in to your system, and you're getting deals that are coming in from people that are calling or people that are people that have submitted the form. So pay-per-click advertising. Pay-per-click advertising you can blow that up to as much as you want. You can spend $1,000 a day. We're spending about $10,000 a week on Google AdWords right now. So that's Google Ad, and we're still not maxed out on even $10,000 a week on Google AdWords. Now the cost per lead is high, so you have to have a good process and a good team for your guys to convert those leads into deals. All right, so that's the second pillar. Third pillar, right, is ringless voicemail and voice broadcasting. Ringless voicemail is a service, and voice broadcasting is a service, the software that I own. It's getrvmleads.com. Getrvmleads.com. You get the list in the cell phones and the landlines from datazap.com. You can get those that list. And what you'll do is you pull that list out of DataZap of all the cell phones, you import it into ringless voicemail, and you drop a voicemail to them, and you drop it all day, every day. It's one of the cheapest lead source. It's highly effective. You get a ton of people that say, stop calling me, right? You might get 50 people came in from leads that come in, and 40 of them are going to say, take me off your list, stop calling me. But you're going to have 10 that's going to be left over that are going to say, I want to sell, right? And that's just the way it is. It's a numbers game when it comes to that. Same with direct mail. You have a lot of people that don't respond, and then you have some that do respond, and then you'll get those deals done. The next thing is so you have direct mail, you have pay-per-click advertising, you have ringless voicemail, and voice broadcasting. You pull the landlines out, you pull the landlines out of Data Zap, you pull the cell phones out of Data Zap, and you voice broadcast the landlines, and you voice broadcast or ringless voicemail, which is for cell phones, right? So those are so far we got that. The next pillar is cold calling, coldcalling.com, or coldcalling.com. What am I talking about? Cold calling. So cold calling, what you're going to do is you're going to have people, either you cold call, you pick up the phone and you're calling. You can use a service like Mojo Dialer. You can use Five9. You can use Call Tools. We use Call Tools in our business, Call Tools. It's fairly easy to set up campaigns, and it literally just, it dials and it will dial 3 to 5 to 10 numbers. It will connect, and then that person's on the phone, talk to them. So you can use, my in-house guys use Call Tools. I have a team of people, 6 code callers that code call all day, every day, right? Give them a list and they cold call like crazy. And the service I use for that is 1,000 calls a day, 1,000 calls a day, 1,000 calls a day. And with 1,000 calls a day, you can hire them, and they will call Monday through Friday for you. They'll call during your work hours, and they will generate leads. And we're getting leads literally coming in, anywhere from 10 to 15 leads a day that come in from cold calling. Then we get probably 3 to 5, 6 leads coming in from the site for that is getrvmleads.com, getrvmleads.com. So with cold calling, 1,000 calls a day, you can go do that with there. You can hire 1 VA just to start, and then scale it to 2 VAs, then go to 3 VAs. But the cost per lead, talk about $35 cost per lead, when you have cold calling. Now the fifth pillar is TV advertising. TV, that's where you're actually on TV and you're advertising on TV. You have TV commercial, you're on TV. That's a little bit more expensive. You're going to have at least a $10,000 to a $20,000 budget monthly to be able to get on TV. So we have in April, we're rolling out TV advertising. And to test that, to see how it works, I know a group that group that I was telling you in DC, they are pretty heavy on that, and they convert a ton of great leads on that. So we're going to roll out and do a $20,000 test in April, see how that works. So I got to get ready, get to the office. I got 20 people coming in for 1-800-FAIR offer. Hope that helps. The 5 pillars of marketing. Those are the 5 pillars that can make you a multi-million-dollar business. If you want to learn more about wholesaling, go to Flip2Freedom Flip2Freedom web class. I actually have a web class that you can watch where a case study for real estate investors and how they go out and crush it in the marketplace, and how they go out and build a huge business. So go watch that. You'll love it. And then learn a lot of things about how to go out and start from scratch, build this business, and scale it into a multi-million-dollar business. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a phenomenal day, and go out there and crush it. Take care.